Peace. What's good, y'all? We're reaching the end of the month. Today is the 26th. Thank God it's Monday. The 26th of August, in the year, of course, is 2013. Time right now is 10 minutes to 1 o'clock p.m. Actually on my way to work from Starbucks today, but I was in the shower and figured that this post actually ties into what I'm going to be talking about when I arrive. So make effective use of the time. Time is money, money is time. So let's go ahead and make it a good investment for both of us. And when we get to Starbucks, we can continue on with the discussion. But this, in my opinion, is extremely important because people in the world or on the internet looks to be the same difference these days. Many of us are looking to take care of business and want some different analysis in regards to what works and what doesn't. So this particular post, Facebook pages versus Facebook profiles, which is best for your business? That's what we're talking about. Business, yours. Interestingly enough, life has a funny way of showing you some things. If there's a young lady that's watching this post, I appreciate this insight that you share with me without even knowing that you shared it with me. But that's the old-fashioned way. You just got to get out and about and talk to people. So there is a young lady that I met last week, pretty attractive, and one thing led to another, and we got into a discussion, and I invited her to go ahead and check out what I was talking about on Facebook. And it's a different age now because I guess I'm still stuck in the past a little bit, kind of square in a sense where I don't even need to hand the person a business card because she pulled out her phone and actually had the Facebook app, and she just pushed a little button and went straight to the page after a little bit of searching, or the profile I should say. The reason I said that is because I actually had profile image for some people at an event, which we often use on the sites, on the social media outlets, and she was kind of confused as to why there was somebody else's picture on my Facebook. And I guess Facebook is personal for friends, and people usually take business seriously, and when it's a business, it's usually presented in the form of a fan page or like page or whatever they're calling it these days. This thing has gone through a variety of changes, and there's always that debate, even with me and some of the people that I work with, in regards to what's the appropriate step to take. Do you want to use a Facebook fan page, go the traditional route, or do you want to go some other route and just be a personal person and use a traditional user Facebook profile? I guess the word is for it, just a regular generic user profile. So from this perspective, for those who care to know, just as a person that has kind of been working at this before Facebook existed, looking at the communication of a website, I'll I'll go ahead and give my analysis just to say what I see, because there's an advantage for both. But I notice a lot of times people that get the courage up to start up some kind of venture and start up a Facebook fan page or the like page, doesn't really work out for them the way that they do, and they eventually come back to the regular profile because that's where they get their majority of feedback from, just keeping it personal. So just for small, large business, Fortune 500 companies, the G8 state governments, or whoever it is that has a profile on Facebook, the State Department, even the White House, I'm going to share with you what it is that I would see. So I want to go to just a general person's Facebook fan page because I'm on here right now looking. I want to make sure I'm seeing the same thing as you see. Probably the only difference for many of you guys is I'm looking at this from a computer, a laptop, and we're living in the smartphone era, and most people are just, in that kind of zone, but same thing. We're both looking at the same thing, just a different size of the screen. So let's see what we can see. Go to a good friend of mine. I'm going to go to her Facebook fan page. Where is it? Here. And then we're going to go here. She's got the same name for her Facebook fan page as she does for her personal profile. And that's just generally the way it works, I guess. Wait a minute. Here we go. Pardon the delay. Make it worth your while. On this one, I guess you click like, and that's what you're supposed to do when you invite potential followers or fans or customers to your Facebook page. It's a like page. You don't really interact with people, I guess, in the same way that you would do with a Facebook profile. But paying close attention to detail, what I like to share with the world is that if you look closely on both of these, whether it's a like page or a regular personal profile, you notice that the people that you're asking or requesting to come like your page, each and every one of their status updates and their pictures, they actually have a little sign that says like to. Cutting to the gist of the story, it would seem like people on here running a business with one of these Facebook like pages is in fact competing with the users for likes. Bottom line moral of the story is that this is a place where people come to get some likes. Whether you're on a personal level or a business level, people are trying to get some likes. It says right there, I'm looking at it, but I want to make sure we're having eye-to-eye contact and seeing it from the same perspective. So if I'm seeing something different, be sure to send me a shout out and tell me. It might be configured a different way on your screen. But from what I see, big businesses and small businesses are competing with potential consumers and regular people for some likes. I prefer just the regular profile because I've said this time and time again, and I've actually stood by my word and delivered. We're actually here to help individuals get what they seek, including but not limited to likes. And my stance that I seek to drive home for this planet is the most important person to like is your own self. So at the end of the day, beyond all, it's set up as a profile, and I generally find it more easier to help people to like themselves. Invest in yourself. That's what you're doing when you're spending your time and your effort trying to get or give something. So that's going to tie into what I'm going to talk about when we get to Starbucks and continue on with this discussion. But like I said, there's benefits and drawbacks to both. With the like page, I guess it's a status thing. Like, you want to let people know that you're on a higher status or you're about business if you have a like page, so they can come and like your page, but you don't necessarily need to go and like the people back. And it's kind of confusing because if you're in business, you're supposed to be at a distance. But just as a personal testimonial, as to how I even came across this answer, and I recently changed to put my own picture up on our profile along with a attractive Cuban female, a bodyguard. It really shows that we're having direct communication. There's something about this Facebook that kind of throws that off, the intimacy. So just like I'm talking to you now in person via YouTube is the same person, anybody that knows me, same person that you see in real life. What you see is what you get. And I think that's ultimately what's going to sail or fail in the industry on a personal or business level. So that's a shout out and just a perspective from Ryland Branch for those who may want to consider it. And if you do, I'm sure it will lead you to victory. Even opening up your mind to consider things from a different perspective a lot of times clears up a lot of matters. You got options, and options will leave you at peace.